Hello, I'm the Resolute Cartographer, and this is the 32nd video in my Mass Effect Andromeda series. In the last video, we managed to save the Salarian Ark, the Parchero, which is now sitting out there. In this video, we're going to go and hit up a bunch of different planets, and then go to the Nexus and talk to the Nexus leadership. But we're going to start out on Aya, where we're going to be buying the supplies to make it so we can watch movies and feel them as well. So, leaving the Tefano system behind, let's get down to Aya. Alright, we've actually got two things to do here. One of these is that we need to go ahead and find that stuff to make it so we can feel movies, but along with that we need to talk to witnesses who were here before the Kett invaded. Let's take a look at the journal. There we go. Got 3 people tracked. Only showing 2 at the moment. Not sure where the third one is. Anyway, we'll find them. Here we go. Enoret.
The Moshai said you remember when the Kett arrived.
My father's oldest friend was chosen to be Volt's ambassador to the Kett. The day he left, they embraced as brothers. All the Kett sent back was his badge, and a holo recording I wasn't allowed to watch. I was too young to understand why everyone was scared, why my father mourned for months.
Why kill an ambassador and risk retaliation?
They told us it was retaliation for Havarl's attack on their envoy. Havarl received the same story. But in that one, we were the aggressors. We were so busy blaming each other. We were divided when the Kett launched their assault. They'll try the same with you. Be ready.
Yeah, that's definitely some valuable information there. Alright, let's see. Probably also need to search. The market is probably also where we're going to find the things we need. Yep, looks like that shop right there. Plus, I need to search these guys, see if they've got things that can improve the Nomad, and see if they've got models, stuff like that. Dinesk.
The Moshai said you'd want to hear my experience with the Kett, to learn from it.
I do. Tell me about it.
They had just arrived. I was on a civilian shuttle to Volt when we received a message the spaceport was on lockdown. Security concerns due to the Kett. We were supposed to land on a nearby moon and wait for the all clear. Instead of landing, the shuttle captain turned back. Something felt wrong, he said. Later we learned it was a Kett transmission to isolate us for capture. The captain had saved our lives.
Interesting.
The enemy uses confusion to take advantage of the vulnerable.
Many shuttles obeyed that false order. Those people were never seen again.
Okay. So they definitely use a lot of subterfuge. Yeah, let's check the market real quick. Wonder if that guy still won't sell to us.
I'm not selling to aliens.
Alright.
Pathfinder.
Nothing there. Falon.
Something I can do for you?
Oh wait, yeah, she just sells that fruit.
I'll get moving.
We're still good.
Tvarv plant. Not sure what that's all about. And the vid components. Alright. Let's see. Take a look at the map again. Looks like there's, yeah, the armor merchant. I could check to see if they have anything to sell. But along with that, it looks like we need to go over there. Alright. Nope, not him. Here we go.
Pathfinder.
Alright, nothing there. Let's move on. Here we go.
The Moshai said we should speak. You remember the Kett's arrival.
One of them came to our city on Havarl to offer lavish gifts. We lined up along the street to watch the alien walk with our ambassador. As it passed, it stopped and knelt in front of me. I still dream of what it said. Young one, you are meant for greatness.
Huh.
The Kett lured your people into a false friendship.
It worked. A month later, our council disappeared. Our city was thrown into chaos. When the Kett came again, it was to conquer us at our weakest. They're cunning. They know what you desire and they offer it. Be careful.
Alright. Well, at least we know these things now. But, you know, honestly, I don't think that Kett was lying. I think he was just speaking from a different perspective. They seem to view exaltation as some sort of privilege that they're giving people, and something that's making them better. So the fact that it said that he was meant for greatness says to me that I think he actually meant it. But again, just in a very different way. I think we're done here, so why don't we go ahead and head back to the Tempest. Okay.
I think Lexi wanted to speak to you.
Pathfinder, you have new email.
I keep hearing that Lexi wants to talk to us, but she never seems to actually want to. We can try again. Let's check the email first. Kadara. To Ryder from Vetra. Ryder, don't worry. Sid didn't do something reckless this time, as far as I know. I've just found something cool on Kadara. Want to meet me there? I'll send the nav point as an attachment. Fee. Okay. Well, we gotta go to Kadara now. Let's see. But along with that, we need to check in with Lexi. Again, the last 2 times that Lexi has called us over the intercom to come see her in the med bay, nothing has come of it. So, we'll see.
We need to talk about Sam.
Here
Dr.
we go.
Taparo does not approve of how we escaped to the Kett containment field on the Archon's flagship.
By stopping the Pathfinder's heart? No, I do not approve.
We didn't have a choice. If there had been another option, I would have taken it.
How can you be so calm about this? Ryder, Sam killed you. Yes, he brought you back, but what if he didn't?
I cannot learn without the Pathfinder. That would be akin to killing a part of myself.
Your lines of code, you can't die.
Sam would never hurt me.
Thank you, Scott.
Look, I'm not against Sam. I'm not against you, Sam. But my job's hard enough without an AI stopping your heart. Even to save your life.
All right. I'll find a new party trick.
Have Gil teach you 3-card Monty or something.
Lexi, I apologize for any distress I have caused you.
And I'm sorry for calling you lines of code. You're more than that. Even if you don't have cells to prove it.
Alright.
Couldn't digest it without heavy processing. Cellulolysis would be hugely inefficient.
Are you still trying to figure out how to eat Helios flora?
Oh, shoot. I was talking out loud again, wasn't I?
Alright. Let's see. Leaving Aya behind. Given that now I think it's the closest one, other than actually going straight to the Nexus. And we're going to go straight to Kadara now. Alright, let's take a look at the map. Not here, it seems, so it must be down on the surface. Alright, let's see. Okay. Not too far from a fast travel point, that's nice.
Only sister, Vetra.
That I know of, yeah.
We have large families. When you are surrounded by family, you feel strong, like a wall.
Here we are. You ready?
I guess it's up there on top of that rock. Or should I actually toggle this quest? Here we go.
You were right. The view is great from up here.
We're not even to the top yet. Come on, I'll race you.
A race? Up this cliff?
Less talk, more climb. Let's go, Pathfinder. And no jump jets. No one likes a cheat.
All right, that's it. Now, I'm gonna show you how it's done.
You can try.
Come on.
Pride goeth before a fall.
She's a bird, we're a primate. We got this. No, not cheating. This is so freaking dangerous.
Having fun?
Told you I'd show you.
Oh, I am well and truly shown. Wow. It's all going to be like this, huh?
No. Better.
For 14 months, I wondered if I'd made a mistake coming here and dragging my sister with me. I don't wonder anymore. Boarding the Tempest that day was the best decision I ever made.
I'm glad you came aboard too. It wouldn't have been the same without you.
Alright, I think we're down on Kadara. Look at the map. Nothing new. Okay. Yep, nothing new. Let's go ahead and head on to Elodin. Okay, so if you don't remember the reason we're here, last time we heard that there were 2 Kett ships that managed to get into a fight and crashed into the desert here on Elodin. So it sounds like the Kett may have some infighting going on. So we're going to go ahead and see if we can't find out what exactly is going on out here. Looks like the ship crashed right over here. Let's get to it.
Give yourself a break, Harper. No one's worth making yourself miserable, especially Sarissa.
I should toss out every one of her damn battle manuals.
Don't you dare. If those manuals made you this kind of fighter, it'd be criminal to toss them.
Thanks, Drac.
Decided to bring Drac along because I figured he could use some payback against the Kett after that last mission. And I brought Cora along because I haven't had Drac and Cora interact all that much.
Smoke in the distance. Probably the crashed ship we're looking for.
Here we go.
Kett killing other Kett?
They really are going all out.
Yep, this is definitely interesting. Now, we also saw in the last video how some people are starting to distrust the Archon. Because of his obsession with the Remnant, when their main goal out here is supposed to be causing the exaltation of every species here. And his hunt for Meridian has not sat well with some of his underlings. Kett datapad?
What's this?
It appears to be a Kett data log, Pathfinder. It may contain saved data of some variety.
Can we access this data, Sam?
The device is locked.
When has a simple lock ever stopped you, Sam? Come on, hack this thing.
Pathfinder, it is not just a simple lock. We have never encountered a Kett device with security like this before. I suggest we bring it back to the Tempest for further analysis.
I'm sure Suvi could help with it.
What do you want to bet that what this is that some of the Archon's underlings were trying to send a message back to their Congress, their Senate, I mean, back in the rest of the Andromeda galaxy, saying the Archon here is really screwing things up. We need someone here to come and take things, get things back on track. And he sent his own people after them to stop this message from getting out. I'm willing to bet you that's what this is. All right, let's. I think we're done here in Elodin. So let's well first look at the map. Yeah, nothing new. Let's get back to the Tempest. All right. Let's hand this thing up to Suvi, see if she can figure it out.
It's almost unbelievable that some of the Kett would be fighting their own. The Kett always seems so monolithic, almost faceless.
There's so much we still don't know about how their society functions.
The stuff you've brought in is helping shed some light on those questions. Speaking of which, this device you found at that destroyed Kett ship, it's secured with a biometric lock that can only be activated with a specific genetic code.
So, like a fingerprint scan, except with a genetic fingerprint.
Exactly. Whatever's in this, it's probably only meant for trusted individuals.
So you're saying I have to track down some Kett?
But that would be impossible, Ryder. Remember those Kett genetic samples you scanned on Volt? Lexi's been working on the data, and I have an idea that just might work. We should go talk with her when you have time.
Excellent. Let's go ahead and get down there. 2 reasons to talk to Lexi in the same video that didn't have much.
Got your memo, Suvi. Data's right here, but I'm not sure what you're expecting to find.
Tell me you have it all sequenced.
Yes, of course. It was the first thing I...
Perfect. Sam, can you test combinations of sequences against the lock?
Testing.
Brute force, Dr. Anwar?
Tried and true methods. And with Sam's processing speed, it should take no time.
Key found.
Whoa. We thought it was a data log, but it's not. It's...
It just locked onto a transmission.
Does it compromise our security?
The device is a receiver. It will not reveal our location.
Okay.
This transmission is audio.
The Archon has abandoned our
Yes!
way.
Knew
Spurn's
it!
tradition defies protocol. He abuses his authority, obsesses over remnant secrets, and keeps us cut off from home. This cannot continue. He will return to the path of right or be destroyed. This is my promise. An Archon stands tall only while we hold him up.
Okay, so it sounds like... I was only about half right. It's not sending something back to the Senate. I think they're trying to create their own splinter faction here.
Someone's gunning for the Archon. I'd say that's something we can exploit.
You don't mean try to make some kind of deal?
Don't know yet. What else is in the transmission?
It's the same stuff. It repeats. I wonder if there's a way to trace the signal. Scanning for nav point. I'll transmit it to your Omni tool, in case you want to check it out.
What do you think we'll find out there?
I don't know. It might be a base of Kett dissidents organizing against the Archon.
Whatever it is, please be careful, Ryder.
Excellent. I feel like this is like the most rapid progression in the quest we've had in a long time. Usually it's like head to 6 planets.
Suvi, that woman on the Nexus, she's a widow of one of my pilots.
The people you were training to explore the Scourge?
Zoe's wife was lost out there. For a fellow pilot, one does the right thing.
Like making sure her widow's got enough credits.
It's the least I can do. The most is conquering the Scourge once and for all.
Alright. Let's see. Where's this taking us? EOS. Alright, I mean, we were heading there anyway. Is these... Oh, look, we got new systems. I mean, I don't know reason to go there just yet, but it's interesting that we have them. Is this... Yeah, that's also new. Okay, and that one as well. There are still a couple of systems that we can still see, but we can't actually go to them yet. These 3 here, this one right here. Maybe that... No, probably not that one. These 4 in here. Anyway, though, let's see. Let's get to EOS. Alright, so I think we've got something to do here in Prodromos, which is meet Jill with Gil. Then along with that, let's see, we got this one, Dissension in the Ranks, and Cora Harbor, a Foundation. Okay, well, we're going to start with Jill here in Prodromos, given that we're already here, and given that it probably should be a pretty quick little mission here. And if not, it might lead us further out into other areas of EOS, so good place to start.
I'm good. You're here. Yeah, so listen, she's only got a minute or 2, and she's in rare form today, just to warn you. She's here kickstarting repopulation protocols, reversing the chemical procreation blockers for colonists. Calls it boosting the batter.
Oh.
She's gonna talk your ear off about your civic duty as a man.
Okay.
That is what she's here to do. The woman takes her job seriously.
Hey, if you're cool with it. I mean, makes no never mind to me. No chance I'll ever oops a baby into the world.
Am I interrupting something?
Ah, Jill. About time. This is...
Save it. I asked you both to stop by, remember? Ryder? Pleasure. I know we're all very busy, so I have only one question for you.
You want to know if you can reverse my chemical procreation blocker?
You baby. I see my reputation precedes me. The question is, what the hell did you do to him? It's like he's an adult or something. He can even have a mature conversation without it degrading into pot shots. Unless I take it there. What's your secret?
I have nothing to do with it. It's all him.
I call bullshit on that.
It's definitely your influence. Something.
Maybe all these years you thought you knew me, you were sadly mistaken.
You wish. Okay, you're both off the hook. So glad I got to meet you, Ryder.
Likewise.
Alright. Done here. Let's see. Let's head up. Yeah, we'll head up here. Alright, let's go find the source of this signal. Huh. Oh, it must be underground. It's in that tunnel.
Loot from our outposts. And an Ark escape pod? Where did they get that?
We've seen that before. You don't need to comment on it every time.
We need an up-close scan.
We've scanned it before.
This is the nav point Suvi gave us, but there's nothing here. Just this beacon.
Transmission's probably routed through a bunch of these.
Oh, so we're gonna have to keep following the chain of them.
Treasonous nonsense, I'd be careful too.
Play audio.
I'm Victor. Another variant. Salarian. Reflexes were...
Oh, wait, is that not it?
Pathfinder,
Okay.
I have located another node on this network. Updating your Omni tool with the information.
Let's see. Okay, well, we can just fast travel up there. Okay, gotta go up this hill. Nope, looks like we got a Kett and a Wraith out here, maybe? Where's the Wraith?
Where this beacon leads us.
I assume it's in there. Let's see. Titanium, I can collect that at least. But I don't seem to be able to go in this. I can walk on this thing though. Looks like there may be a wire. Oh, it's a generator right here.
Pathfinder, I have located another node on this network. Updating your Omni tool with the information.
Okay, alright. Wow, that's a significant way away. Fastest way would probably be here and then off a cliff.
Remnant ahead, let's check
Here
it
we
out.
go!
A simple way to know you did good. More people walking than buried.
Alright, another shield.
Signal comes and goes. You've evened out the weather, but I wouldn't call reception clear. Gale still feels frontier. Claim, but not tame, we like to say.
It's weird that we just got that message from August Bradley. I'm just not sure what triggered it. I mean...
Looks like that's it for hostiles. Let's see what this beacon has for us.
Pathfinder, I have located another node on this network. Updating your Omni tool with the information.
Okay, looks like I'm heading up to Blackrock Tand, perhaps. Yep. Alright. I'm realizing I probably should have just left the nodes, the mining nodes, I mean, because, we're heading right back up where we were last time.
I like this.
The transmission is strong and unobstructed here, Pathfinder.
Looks like we found it then.
Feels like we're wiping out the only enemies the Archon has and doing this then, right? Are we kind of doing the Archon's work for him right now?
Here before we did.
Oh, okay. Who is shooting me? Okay, you're next. And who else? There we go.
found it. This looks like a comm console. It's probably what's sending out the messages.
Too bad there's nothing else here.
And so you have found me. You are a single-minded creature,
And this is the one we spared?
I see it now. Your determination will grant the Kett dominion over this galaxy.
Determination is a personality trait, not a genetic one. Not that personality is something you understand. Or have.
You waste time on pettiness. I did not reveal myself as a traitor easily. I did so only because I seek a mutual benefit.
Getting rid of the Archon.
The Archon's obsession with the Remnant incites chaos and endangers all we've worked for. This must end.
Still not seeing how I don't benefit from chaos within Kett ranks.
Because it means the Archon lives and challenges you for Meridian, which you desire. I need only ensure nothing stands between you and your target. Once he is cut down, the Remnant will cease to be a concern. We will complete our purpose here and leave.
Exaltation? No thanks.
One day you will be family. Till then, fight if you must. But I offer a reprieve from this conflict, so you can destroy a mutual enemy.
It'll give us an ace in our back pocket. Just make sure the gun's loaded when we use it.
We don't need some Kett cheat. Come on, kid, be smart.
Why do you oppose the Archon?
The Archon says he will use Meridian to dominate this cluster. He says Meridian will bring us victory. We have never needed Remnant to be victorious. No, he wants more. His ambition is plain. I am not alone in this thought.
What exactly do I get from this deal?
Sometime soon, I will be called upon by the Archon to destroy you. When that time arrives, I will provide you with the means to disable my ship.
Or you could just leave me alone.
And should you fail to bring down the Archon, my treachery will be exposed.
Covering your own ass.
I mean, regardless, we're gonna kill them all. It's one of those things where it's like, okay, let's say that we make this deal, and at the end we're able to offer them a choice of you can either leave, or you can stay and we'll kill you. I mean, then that at least gives us an easier way of taking down the Archon. But I mean, in the end, it's not like we're going to let these guys continue to screw with the folks here. I mean, I can see Drax's point here of not wanting to basically get in bed with the enemy, but at the same time, I don't see any reason that we have to stay with them in the long term. I don't know. I'll take the deal.
Fine. Anything that'll help me kill the Archon.
During our next clash, I shall lower my ship's defenses and allow you to use a kill code to disable it. I have transmitted the code to the console in this room. I bid you goodbye, Pathfinder. We will not speak again.
Alright. And then, once the Archon's gone, the Primus becomes our enemy. Or, he can leave. Let's see, scan that. Is this the... do we need this right here?
Exaltation lifted our ancestors out of sorrow and tribulation. This noble gift now allows us to raise others, and share in the genetic bounty of this galaxy. But the Archon would selfishly hoard what Helios has to offer.
Recorded messages?
Meant to be broadcast to the Kett, most likely.
Alright. What, another one?
The Archon does not serve Kett interests, only his own. He wastes our time on the Remnant, but keeps all knowledge for himself. These are the acts of a traitor, not true Kett.
Is there anything else here? One more, it looks like.
The Archon believes Meridian will bring him power. He will become the master of the Remnant, its sole master. Once Helios submits, where does the traitor turn his gaze? Think. Understand. Our home is in peril.
Okay. Yeah. I can see the Primus's reason for turning on the Archon. And again, we will definitely not just simply let Primus continue to exalt things. But we can definitely take the offered help and use it to... Where the hell is the Nomad? What? Why is it in Prodromos? Anyway, let's go... Yeah, let's just go over here. We got Cora's thing to do. But We're not staying with a Kett long term.
First steps mark the brave and dead. Old Krogan saying.
It's definitely not the case that, you know, there's the whole thing where it's like, oh, if it wasn't for this awful leader, then the whole ideology could have been saved. It's like, no. The whole thing of the Kett exalting people is one of the worst things about them, but the Archon himself is his own special kind of evil. And taking him out is going to be beneficial in the short term, so... There we go.
This is the place. Ready?
So where's your mystery project?
Not far. Soil converter. No remnant terraformer, but it makes sandy dirt into something useful. Eventually. Add seeds, some rain, and you've got a garden.
That's right. You wanted a garden of your own.
It'll take years. I might not even see it. But that's okay. Asari think in centuries. Lay a foundation, then step away. Let it grow into something you might never expect. Pathfinder training was my foundation. Gave me a whole galaxy of directions I could go. I don't need someone else's plan. Just a good beginning. The first seeds of a garden. One I started with my friend.
What seeds do you have?
Desert flowers and grasses from across the Milky Way. Colors we don't even have names for. When they've prepared the ground, roses someday. Ready? 1, 2.
Should just have, like, shuttles dusting the entire area with that. Alright. So Cora's starting a garden here. How nice for her. Let's see. I mean, honestly, that's pretty cool. In the long term, this place will be...
Let's do this!
Something that would probably be named for her, right?
Enemies incoming!
Think that's it.
Okay. I think we're done here on Eos. We still need to go to Hovarl, though, so let's get back to the Tempest. Anything new?
Ryder.
Let's check the email. Garden, to Ryder from Cora. Thanks again for coming with me. If you want to know, the plants we seeded are Tirol azana, handful of water, a plant from Rannoch, Common Israel, a Thessian blossom that smells like honey, Lacin lilac, a flower they found on Eden Prime, and a few others. Cora. About Sam, to Ryder from Lexi. After our last discussion, Sam and I thought it would be best if we both took a crash course in AI history to gain a better understanding of each other's perspectives. It's been immensely helpful in finding common ground, but also for highlighting the differences between Sam and the Geth. The Geth didn't need the Quarians to survive, but Sam cannot carry out his primary functions without a Pathfinder. I still don't like that Sam has the ability to stop your heart, but I no longer have nightmares about him getting trigger-happy with your life. Lexi. Alright. Well, let's go ahead and head to Hovarl. Alright, we are here to meet Jal's mother. You taking the shuttle again? Looks like it.
Jal! Jal! Wait. Is there bad news?
No, no. The Pathfinder is interested in where I grew up. Ryder, this is my true mother, Sahuna Amadarav.
Nice to meet you.
Wasn't sure if hugging would be okay, but...
Giles told me how much he admires you.
Really?
He's my favorite. Smart, loyal, kind. A great shot. Writes poetry, sews.
Mother.
I'm late for a resistance meeting. Stay clear.
Your mother's in the Resistance?
Yes. And every child is her favorite. Everyone, this is Scott.
Hi.
Look who the Karkin dragged in. Welcome back. This is where I spent most of my days growing up. Me, my sister, Guana, our cousin, Etta, and brother, Finn. Then Bavesville, Rolu.
So wonderful to
Hey,
have
Joel.
you back.
Hey, human.
Joel, you bring in someone special to meet us.
Wow. Cozy.
Good lord.
We like to live like this.
Gonna give your friends some real food?
Good to see you. And here's my room. My tiny sanctuary.
We have a saying that I like. Home is where the heart is.
I like that. Oh, no. Who put this here?
Schematics of...
When I was 7, my aunt stole a Kett weapon for me. So I took it apart to learn.
And that was a Karkin.
Pet Karkin. Alfit. He died. So I also took him apart.
To learn?
Why not? I never show people these things, but I feel like we're family.
It's been good getting to know you.
Hey, there's one more thing you might like. Sit there.
Been interesting so far. Nice. You made that?
Long ago. It's not accurate. More of a dream, really. Just one more thing I want to take apart and figure out.
Me too, Jal. Me too.
Alright. I think we're done here as well. So, let's get back to the Tempest. Okay.
Hello?
I think all we have left at this point is to head to the Nexus, but I want to check the email real quick. Communication from Jal. Ryder, thank you for visiting my family with me. For someone with such a small family, it must be overwhelming, but you didn't show it at all. The kinds of questions that I've had to try to answer, what do humans eat, is that hair soft, what is their homeworld like, made me very glad for our 2 embassies. Stay clear, Jal. Okay. Let's go ahead and check the journal. Return the components to Jal on the Tempest, so we still need to actually bring him the parts from Aya. And other than that, yeah, we need to go to the Nexus to speak with Carrie's producer. Alright. So let's go ahead and find Jal, bringing him these components.
Ah, you acquired the components?
Yes. I'm looking forward to seeing what you and Gil put together.
He's very gifted. When we succeed, more of your people can experience our stories as they are meant to be enjoyed. Goda Tavetara. The Lulia Reborn trilogy. I'm weeping a bit already.
Alright. Who's next gonna contact us about movie night? Wouldn't be surprised if we go up to the bridge and they say, oh, this person wants to talk to you. We'll see soon enough. Alright, to the Nexus. Look at that. We got 3 arcs docked here now. Alright, let's get to the docking bay. Alright, this will be our first time back here since we brought the Salarians. Let's check in with the terminal here as well. Okay, Salarian Arc located. The initiative has found the Salarian Arc. Reports suggest that Parchero was intercepted by the Kett forces in the Tofino system. Reached for comment, officials refused to provide any details on the status of the Ark or its inhabitants, but they do confirm that the Salarian Pathfinder survived. Amid confusion and questions, the Nexus now braces for a potential influx of Salarian settlers. Fuel source found. The human Pathfinder has reactivated a remnant tiller on the shattered planet H047C, securing a reliable source of fuel for initiative ships. The resource deposits will be enough to sustain the fleet for an estimated 300 years. At least that's one problem solved, said Initiative Director Jarn Tan. And colonists found alive in space. Multiple colonists from 2 failed outposts on Eos were found alive in stasis, drifting peacefully in an Initiative shuttle. Authorities are crediting a brave Turian pilot for getting the shuttle off the planet and evading the pursuing Kett. The pilot reportedly jettisoned fuel to escape the Kett, while the survivors aboard entered emergency stasis to await rescue. Excellent stuff there.
Hey, it's me, Kerry's producer.
Is this the, yeah, this is the producer for Kerry.
Hakeem, Kerry's producer. I'm the one making you look stunning for the documentary. Unfortunately, Kerry was making the initiative sound too good for some colonists. They believed the hype, so when actual danger bit them in the arse, they blamed her. I can't get her to leave her apartment. Can you try talking to her? I'd hate for all her work to go to waste. Kerry's got a space on the commons. Even a hello might help.
Take a look at the map here. Next floor up. Yeah, that's where I figured she'd be. Let's go check it out. Also, I want to check in on the shops here, because I never really have shopped here. I had no money the first time we came around, and I haven't really taken the time to really look, so.
Still okay.
Yep, Archon's flagship model. Nomad model. Sell all the salvage. Okay, one more shop. Actually, 2 more. Nothing there. Nothing there either. Okay. Let's get upstairs. I feel like there are more people out here every time we come back.
Carrie?
Ryder? Are they gone?
There's no one here but me.
They mobbed me. Colonists. They said my documentary made Helios sound too safe. I painted that rosy picture then. All the wolves out there chewed them up.
Those were my words. You just captured them.
No one would raise a hand against their dear Pathfinder. I'm an easy target.
So do what you do best. Grab your camera and show everyone what's happening.
Like it's that easy. Although, we have been missing a counterpoint to... Damn you, Ryder. Maybe things will settle down. I'll let you know.
Okay. Guess that's it for now for that. Let's go ahead. And what do we actually have to do next? Alright, it looks like actually all we have left is talking to the Nexus leadership. So why don't we go ahead and do that? Oh, plus there should be the new Pathfinder in the Pathfinder Hall.
Hello again.
They're waiting for you. Careful.
Of course you approve. Ryder saved your people.
Ryder saved our people. It doesn't matter if they were Salarians. They were citizens of the Initiative.
But it doesn't hurt if there's a few less Krogan around, does it?
The Pathfinder.
Ryder, we were discussing how things ended with the Archon.
Kesh, it's true I had to leave some Krogan behind. I'm sorry about that.
You've already done your part for us. That's more than I can say for others.
Yet I have to question what we've gained, provoking the Archon like this.
The Salarian
He had a
Arc?
map showing the location of Meridian. Now we have it, and a short window to get there. It's the control center for the terraforming network. If we get that working, all our problems are solved.
Based on what data? This is all alien science.
The vault on Aya suggests that Meridian is the key.
While I appreciate what you've done for our strike teams, we're not equipped for a war with the Kett. They'll be defending Meridian with everything they've got.
If we do nothing, I guarantee there's a fight coming. The Archon's already studying how to exalt us. It's not pretty.
Still, it's better to focus on the outposts. If the Kett attack, at least our people won't be in one place.
Then there's this Sam of yours. We took a chance letting AI get involved. Frankly, I'm uncomfortable with just how involved it's become. I'm grateful, Ryder. but I can't support your plan.
Then I will.
And so will I.
I agree.
Ryder deserves a chance to try.
I applaud the gesture, but you answer to me. I hope you understand.
What's the matter, Tan? Don't want anyone else overshadowing you?
It's not called the Pathfinder Initiative. The chain of command has to be respected. That is all.
Why am I surprised? I don't exactly have a plan B.
There may be a way. Pathfinder, apologies. There was an urgent message for you. They said your sister is awake.
Hey.
What?
Go. We'll talk later, in the tech lab.
Sarah.
You lied to me. You said Dad was alive.
Oh, Sarah.
Why?
I didn't know what it might do to you. I couldn't jeopardize your recovery.
Yeah, but delaying the truth?
Meant I'd be here for you when you heard it.
We're all that's left, Scott.
I know. But 2 riders are more than enough to take on this galaxy.
You got a head start on me. What's this about you being a Pathfinder?
Yeah, Dad's crazy idea of a joke.
From the sounds of it, you're going to need all the help you can get.
Careful.
No way are you fit for duty, miss. That stubborn skull of yours needs a chance to heal.
Says who?
The Pathfinder, that's who. Time to rest up. That's an order, Specialist Rider.
Yes, sir. Pathfinder, sir. Oh, who are we kidding? I saw you eat your own boogers when you were 6.
If you two want to catch up some more, that's fine, but no getting out of bed.
Ryder, this is Pathfinder Rix. We have some ideas about Meridian. Come by the tech lab as soon as possible.
Will do.
That has got to be kind of an interesting thing for like the siblings of presidents and stuff like that. It's like, I remember you wetting the bed as a kid, so don't you try to talk to me that way.
Hey.
You're probably wondering how things have been going.
Yeah, feeling a little out of it. I know you're Pathfinder, but not much else. Did they make you president of the universe, too?
Well, the big vote is tomorrow, and I'm here to make sure every comatose patient has their say. Vote Ryder.
Ha ha. So what have you really been up to?
In a nutshell, we found an alien terraforming network that spans the cluster. We're going to reactivate it at some place called Meridian.
Wow. That all?
Nope. There's also a race of aliens called Kett that wants to turn all of us into them, and their leader, a guy named Archon, wants me dead.
Right. Maybe taking a long nap wasn't so bad.
You should know. Dad was keeping some secrets from us.
How do you mean?
First off, Sam's a lot smarter than he let on. Also, his connection to Dad, and now me, is way more powerful than the other Sams.
I never knew that. What was Dad up to?
Dad encrypted memories in Sam. I've started unlocking them.
What were they?
You, me, and Mom.
You saw her?
In the hospital, the day she passed away. And at that reunion dinner she twisted our arms on.
Right. Awkward.
And something else. Dad meeting with a benefactor back in the Milky Way. Some initiative power broker I'd never heard of.
Me either. Weird.
Yeah. Still trying to figure out what it all means. Feeling homesick at all?
Well, all I've seen so far is this med bay. We could still be on Earth for all I know. But yeah, before we went into stasis, I was missing my life. Or at least the idea of it.
Which part do you miss most?
Looking for Prothean artifacts. My team was a special exoarchaeology unit, fully funded and sanctioned by the Alliance. My job, as in they paid me to do it, was to help dig up more artifacts and learn whatever we could from them. If things hadn't gone sour, it would have been a great life.
What was wrong with how things really were?
Well, Mom was gone. I'm not sure I'll ever fill the hole she left. And Dad, it hurt him more than he let on. Plus, his research on Sam was illegal as hell. He was trying to save her, and maybe the Initiative looked the other way, but the Alliance didn't. After they discharged him, whenever people found out I was his daughter, door slammed in my face. Being Alec Ryder's kids in the Milky Way, we were in for a lifetime of dreams that were never going to happen.
I thought maybe we could talk about Mom and Dad.
What about them?
Thought you might want to know how Dad died.
I've been wondering.
First planet we landed on. There was an atmosphere processor. It was malfunctioning. Dad managed to power it down. Saved us all. But there was an accident. My helmet broke. I couldn't breathe. And then Dad gave me his.
He sacrificed himself.
Only one of us could make it. And he didn't hesitate. He was a hero.
I remember the stories about Dad being an N7. The things people said he did in the military. I guess it was true.
You should have seen him in action. He was incredible.
Good. That's how I'll remember him then.
You still think about Mom?
When I woke up, I forgot she was dead for a second. I looked around for her. Then I remembered.
Dad talked about her before we left on our first mission.
He didn't show it, but he never stopped thinking about her. He wasn't the same after she was gone.
At least they're together now. What do you remember about how they met?
As Mom tells it, he was doing his N7 training on Earth. She was a scientist working on biotic implants. He was trying real hard to pull off a bad boy in uniform thing. And failing, but she thought it was charming and struck up a conversation. Dad mostly just grunted. She finally had to ask him out.
Our dad, the ladies' man.
Then he went off to fight the First Contact War. When that was over, we were born, and Dad was posted to the Citadel as an attaché.
What do you remember about growing up on the Citadel?
Giant space city filled with every kind of alien you could imagine. I remember trying to play hide and seek with some Hanar. It was no fair because they could float. Looking back, it's probably why I'm here. I saw how mind-bogglingly enormous the universe really is.
What do you remember about Mom's biotic research?
That was back when biotic abilities were a total mystery. She was a pioneer, helping people cope by designing implants. It's what made her sick, though. People got all sorts of weird diseases from EZO exposure.
Well, I should let you rest up.
Yeah, only way to recover from a coma is getting more sleep.
It won't be much longer.
At least take some pictures of Meridian for me. I can pretend I was there.
Alright. It's good that she's up.
I'm glad to see you and your sister back together finally.
I appreciate you looking out for Sarah.
Your family's been through enough. It was time you had some good news. Though we need to keep her around for observation. Give her time to recover.
Alright.
That's all, Harry. Thanks.
I'll be here if you need me.
Okay. Let's okay. Let's go ahead and get to the tech lab.
Ryder, good to see you. We've been working with Dr. Aradana and her team on the problem of getting to Meridian.
We think we have the answer.
I'm listening.
It's plans for new technology we've designated Ghost Storm.
Cool name.
When you approach Meridian, our own ships can broadcast fake returns for the Tempest.
The Kett won't know which one is real. It will confuse their sensors and draw their ships off.
It could buy you some time.
I can work with that, just enough to give us an advantage.
The rest is up to you.
I can handle it, though it means going against the Initiative. We're alone here. You didn't hear that.
Hear what? We've been collating gamma charts all day.
A risk comes with the job. Part of being a Pathfinder.
Sure, if they'd pay us once in a while.
Not likely after this.
You'll need to research the Ghost Storm technology first. Then we'll meet you at Meridian.
Good luck.
largely because Kett technology appears mimetic, taking designs from different sources to improve their own. It is a familiar pattern. Observe, conquer, incorporate.
How many have they incorporated?
What the hell?
How much of Andromeda's life has been subject to
I cannot speculate, Professor. We should anticipate the Kett learning from and incorporating initiative technology as well.
Huh. I didn't realize they were having a conversation in here. Let's see. Alright, we're supposed to somehow integrate this Ghost Storm technology into the Tempest. I thought it was something we do at the research station, but I didn't see anything there. So let's go ahead and head back to the Tempest.
Ryder, could we chat?
Sure thing, Callow.
Ah, there you are. I was wondering, when you found the Salarian Ark, was anything strange, out of place?
You mean besides the exalted Krogan, the relics, and getting jabbed in the neck? Why are you asking?
Because a few hours ago, we received this.
Hello, Ryder. I don't think the Salarian Ark was captured by chance. If you want to know more, meet me at these coordinates.
That's all. Do you think it's some sort of hoax?
Now that I think about it, a Kett armada just stumbling across the Salarian Ark seems a little convenient.
Coincidences do happen, though when you put it like that. I'll put the coordinates for this meeting in the nav computer. I suppose there's no harm in making sure.
Okay. Havarl, alright. Let's see. Email, invitation, Pathfinders only, to Ryder from Zevin Reka. Ryder, I realize you're taken up with business as we all are, but we shouldn't forget to celebrate our victories. The reunion of so many Pathfinders certainly counts. Next time you're on the Nexus, come by Pathfinder HQ. We deserve an evening to catch up all together. Regards, Reka. And thank you. From Callow, hello Ryder. I got this from one of the returnees to the Nexus. Thought you might like to see it. Just a reminder, if you ever need someone to deliver you to the jugular of those Kett monsters, I'm there. Callow. To Callow from Sorwolf Tane. I hope I got the right person. Do you fly that ship, the Tempest? Somebody told me one of our people was helping the human Pathfinder. Thank you for getting us away from that terrible ship. The sights, the smells, they'll always be with me. But you and Ryder made sure they'll just be memories. Do us proud, S. Tane. Okay. Check the journal. Okay. Still waiting to hear from Carrie. Meeting point on Havarl. Still locked out of the last memory. Integrating Ghost Storm technology. Let's go to Havarl. Basically, I think this... I cannot remember if this is the case, but I feel like this mission to Meridian might be the very last thing in the game. I don't think it is, though. I feel like there's something beyond that. I cannot remember, though. Especially given that there, again, are those planets that we cannot yet go to. It feels like there has to be something else, right? Along with that, is one of these perhaps the Meridian planet? I don't know. Regardless, let's go ahead and head out to Havarl. But I want this stuff to be done before we actually go after Meridian. Huh. Well, that's the middle of nowhere.
Those are the coordinates we were sent.
In the message about the Salarians?
So are we checking it out? There's Kett all over.
Let's look around. They might have left something.
Capture gear. What the hell? Kett supplies, okay.
From their gear, they were hoping to capture someone.
Probably me. Sorry about that. Though, if you'd broken a sweat, I'd be sorrier.
You sent us the message about the Salarian Ark?
Yes, Major Salin Vaughn, STG, retired, of course.
What's STG?
Special Tasks Group. Back home, we were field agents who gathered intelligence and handled inconveniences.
Spies? Assassins?
If you prefer. As I said, these days I stick with retiree.
Espionage is a job that follows you home. Or across galaxies.
Until there's nothing for it but to grow a conscience. Let's be frank, there are too many inconsistencies aboard our Ark. They only make sense if someone betrayed us to the Kett. My best suspect is a biologist, Dr. Adden, but the evidence is thin. I need a Pathfinder to verify what I've found, or I risk arresting an innocent man.
Who's Adden? Why would he betray his Ark?
An ex-military biologist from the early wake-up team on our Ark. He claims to be studying the Kett. As for why, I intend to ask him.
Couldn't Reka help you solve this?
I trust Reka implicitly, but I can't say the same for her team. You're obviously trustworthy. If you were involved, you wouldn't have saved our Ark in the first place.
All right, I'm in. How do we catch your traitor?
I only have 2 leads left. Dr. Adden's equipment and a Kett who might be his handler. I need you and your Sam to analyze them. If we show Dr. Adden's in regular contact with the Kett, that would prove he's the one.
What if the evidence doesn't implicate Adden?
If I'm really that rusty, I suppose I'd have to start over from scratch. Remember, Dr. Adden's equipment and his Kett contact. This has to be watertight. Good luck.
Alright. Let's see, on Vold and Vold. Okay. Let's go ahead and go to Vold. Alright, we'll just fast travel right over to Techix. You know, this is one of those situations where it's potentially the case that we're on the right trail, or it could easily be the case that the guy who sent us after, Dr. Adden, is actually the one who's in league with the Kett. Or it could be that no one's in league with the Kett. We'll find out soon enough, I guess.
This must be Dr. Adden's workspace. The one the STG agent is investigating.
Let's see. This equipment has traces of chemical compounds used in Kett exaltation chambers. Okay.
This equipment has been sterilized with a standard radioisotope. There are trace elements of biomaterial that could be consistent with exaltation pods.
Or they could be leftovers from Adden's experiments.
The agent mentioned a Kett handler, too.
Let's look into that. Got one more spot.
Say, Jal, you smell really nice. Like, not just now. Always.
Thank you. I like to. I take pride in all aspects of my person. I like to smell nice.
Kett! Let's get a scan.
I mean, there were Kett back there, sure, but that's not where he was sending us. We haven't even seen them yet. Here they are. Could easily be the case that, like, this is...
Right. This Kett was Dr. Adden's contact.
Okay, well, there we go. I was gonna say, this could be that STG guy's contact, and he's having us kill him to basically hide the evidence after the fact. Still one more. I think they're... yeah, they're up there. Okay. Oh, well, not anymore.
Nice work.
Alright, let's check this out.
Let's get a scan.
Okay, Kett, individual, status deceased due to heavy ballistic cellular trauma, anomaly subdermal device, Milky Way design. This Kett appears to have a comm device subdermally implanted. That's weird. Okay. I guess it's time to get back to the Tempest and head back to the Nexus. Here we go. Now, I know we're supposed to have a meeting with all of them, so this may be that.
Ah, Ryder. Grab a seat.
So afterwards, the Kett got twitchy. Took me a while to get back.
The idea of Salarians figuring out exaltation must keep them up at night.
Oh, I hope so.
It's satisfying to wipe that smug look off Kett faces.
Your star maps were helpful, by the way.
You're welcome. Between us, charting the Scourge and Ryder's vault data, the Kett will run out of bolt holes.
I'll send you our latest.
I'll take a copy as well. Anything to expand the search grid.
Still hunting down the stasis pods.
And finding them. Having a partner AI makes one hell of a difference. I guess I need to train a successor, and figure out how to prepare them.
Better to find your wings as you fly. Worked for us, didn't it?
There's only one way to find out what kind of Pathfinder you are.
Ha. Guess so.
In the meantime, we've a serious matter to deal with. The first vintage bottled in Andromeda. Sent as a gift.
A good thing I brought my flask. Damn, that smells good.
Since we've got a moment to ourselves, shall we toast?
To our crews, our Sams, and each other. May we always find our path home.
Now, I thought that the other Tempests had been destroyed, but maybe I'm wrong about that. Maybe these guys have their own. Pathfinder Reka.
Ryder, always a pleasure. I hear you're assisting Major Salem Varn's investigation into Dr. Adden.
You know Salem?
I met him once or twice. A remarkable agent, despite his age. Unfortunately, my attempts to aid him have stalled.
What do you make of Salem's theory that someone betrayed your people?
It seems monstrous, but the more I consider it, the more the facts seem to fit. I've tried enlisting ARC leadership, those who woke first, but they've been busy, unhelpful, or both. Perhaps we should get creative.
Hey, if we don't break the rules, who will?
One of the ARC officers who woke early, Rand Lawn, has an apartment here. If he's too busy to help, you could scan around, carefully, see what you can find.
Sounds good. I keep forgetting I don't have jump jets. Alright, let's check this out. Where are we headed here exactly? Okay, so it's weirdly not pointing me to the specific apartment, but I think it is this one.
Locked.
Not really.
I may be able to hack this, Pathfinder.
Anything Sam can bypass is not really locked.
And we're in. Definitely the apartment Reka mentioned. Password protected. Little help, Sam?
Accessing. It contains financial and personnel reports. However, the EM signature suggests data was recently cleaned.
I see this, but I want to check what this says first. Cost-benefit assessment. 2. Rand Lawn from Neost Hearn. Here are the estimates you asked for, adjusted for current inflation on the Nexus. MTF, 12,400 credits. MTQ-N, 8,000 credits. MMP, 6,500 credits. Congratulations again on the Parchero's safe return in Hearn. Regarding invitation, to Rand Lawn from Oben Keld. I appreciate even one reply. 12 invites in 12 days have kept me distracted. I hope those 3 junior staff are still accompanying you. It's probably simpler to book a space for 12 in the Commons, and 4 on the mezzanine, plus 1 just in case. That way, if we need one more space, we're guaranteed. See you on the 18th, OB. Prescription refill reminder. This is an automated reminder for Technical Officer Rand Lawn. Your prescription is ready for pickup from Medical Dispensary 2. Pickup code ELQRE PYBRFR-0-PNERSHY, auto-generated by MedMonitor VI. And dust traces.
Traces of dust still remain. Based on the Scourge radiation count, they came from a remote world.
So Rand Lawn, or someone in his apartment, went exploring out there.
Is there anything else here? Because that by itself is not nearly enough for us to have anything to go on. What is it? Talcum powder. Trace element. Okay, this powder is sold for personal use as well for scientific and military contexts. That doesn't really seem to be giving us anything, though, knowing that there's talcum powder there. Oh, here we go. Food traces. This appears to be the trace remains of a recent meal. Smoked kipper, rehydrated potatoes, cooked approximately 8 hours ago.
It's been watered recently.
A single fiber is caught on a leaf. It shows traces of novetamine.
Good lord.
A drug?
A neurodepressant reported in some Andromeda wildlife. This plant is not one of them.
Okay, something's fishy. Sam, can you work out which planet the dust on the floor came from?
I have a candidate. No record of any official visit. Once in orbit, I can approximate a nav point.
Here we go.
What are you doing in my apartment?
You must be Rand Lan.
Yes. You're the one who saved our Ark. What are you doing here?
I'm conducting an investigation about the Salarian Ark. I wanted to check a few things.
Ah, I did hear about this. I was too busy to assist. I suppose I'll have to make the time. What do you need?
I'd like to ask Dr. Aiden a few questions. Do you know him? Or where he is?
Oh yes. Aden's some sort of biologist. We were among the first to wake up. Difficult times. I haven't seen him since the Ark was rescued. Why Aden?
Salen Varn mentioned...
Salen? Huh, I see. If the Major's at it again, this makes more sense.
What do you mean?
No, I won't spread rumors. You can go, but I wouldn't break into any more homes on Salen's advice.
If I've been misled, I should hear these rumors.
The Major is brilliant, but he's just been in STG too long. He's been bothering us with conspiracies since he woke up. It's common in retired agents. They can't navigate a world without espionage.
I see.
Look, let's forget this happened. For the Major's sake. Goodbye, Pathfinder.
Still got that planet identified, Sam?
People have been on Eladin? He said something like, oh, no one's been there yet as far as I know. It's like, we've been to Eladin together. Alright, let's see. Wow. Pretty far away.
This is the first time I've been on Eladin. I can't decide if I like it. It's a striking landscape, but the fierce sun and the terrible heat.
I got a downed shuttle.
Pathfinder, these are the approximate coordinates extrapolated from the Salarian apartment.
It appears empty.
There's sand traps all over. Let's look under the surface.
Where is it trying to lead us? Ah.
Something was here, then dragged that way.
Is there something new on the map? Yeah. Let's take the Nomad.
There, scavengers. Likely unfriendly.
The trail leads right to them. Is that Salem?
Still breathing.
Pass the metagen. Let's get it back on his feet. Salen, what happened to you?
Salen? Very familiar for our first real meeting.
He's confused.
I contacted you, hoping one of my suspects would do something reckless, and unfortunately, he did. I imagine I was supposed to vanish out here while he used my cloak device. Any Salen you met was Dr. Aden in disguise.
Wait, he asked me to analyze leads that could implicate him.
Let me guess. Aden asked you to scan those leads. I suspected the traitor was hiding messages on optical encoders. Those messages were the real proof I needed, but a powerful scanner like yours would wipe them. Aden used you and my investigation to cover his tracks. Canny bastard.
I examined an apartment belonging to a Salarian officer, Rand Lan. The clues there led me to you.
Interesting. That confirms my suspicions. Everything comes back to our Ark. Aden didn't have the clearance to alter logs or affect the nav computer, yet he's obviously guilty. I suspect Aden is the front man for a conspiracy involving the Kett. He's the key to blowing it open.
Right. Except Aden got rid of anything we had on him. And I'll bet Rand Lan has disappeared.
Aden. Ah. He forgot the dart he poisoned me with. Still in there, with the ballistics intact. Contact Aden, feign ignorance, and ask for a meeting. I'll be there to arrest him.
We'd need somewhere to meet Aden. Somewhere neutral.
There are caves on Kadara that might be suitable.
Send the word.
Man, this is really taking us all over, isn't it? Let's check these crates if I can. This one appears to be sunken into the grid, even though it... Yeah, there we go. Okay. Alright, back to the Nexus, or back to the Tempest, and then off to Kadara, it seems. Now the question is, was that even the real STG agent that we just met? This is very confusing. You know, I'd really like some proof that this Salen that we're working with now is actually the real Salen. Let's go ahead and head down to... Hey, we're finally going to actually get that cave finished up here.
The other day, I peeked in. You were applying lotion to your neck. Flaps.
You're mistaken.
About...
The singing. However, the daily application of hydrogenated ash salve is important to keep my neck flaps glossy.
So many questions.
Alright. Let's check this out. This was that cave where we found that prospector, and along with that, this cave also contains a collective outpost.
There you are. Did you investigate those leads?
I learned you're a Kett collaborator and a murderer.
Who's one victim short? Oh, it's true. Old spies really do live forever. This old spy would punch you if he wasn't carrying evidence in his chest. I tried to give you a decent burial, Major. There was no time to convince you of our cause.
Save it, Adden. You betrayed your people. You'll never see daylight again.
My people agreed to this. Several of us woke early, prepped the Ark, and then we found the Kett, an unstoppable enemy. So we made a pact. Sacrifice our Ark to the Kett and learn their secrets, so one day we could destroy them along with their exaltation.
Hey, I know how not to get exalted. Get ourselves exalted, you idiot.
Listen, there is an empire of Kett beyond Helios. All-powerful conquerors who will invade us eventually. The secrets we learned could stop our extinction before it begins. Give us our freedom, and they're yours. Don't let this go to waste.
What exactly are you offering?
The intricacies of the Kett Empire. Vassals, potential weak points, exaltation secrets. Which we can't confirm. And you could have pulled out of your cloaca. We had to sacrifice civilians for this, Major. Will you let that be for nothing?
I'm going to say yeah. Yeah, because you know what? We already found out a lot about exaltation before you showed up and decided to sacrifice your Ark for this. So yes, arrest him.
Put this traitor where he belongs, Major.
We have particular accommodations for collaborators.
Arrest me, and you'll never find the others. I've got nothing but time to look. I'm retired, remember? Me, Reika, the others, we all owe you for this ride. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need a militia pickup, the doctor, and the biggest drink on the Nexus.
Should we really be leaving a wounded STG agent here with this guy alone? Like, shouldn't we kind of probably wait for that shuttle? I don't know. Alright. Let me take a look at the journal real quick. Okay, we have literally 2 things left. Wait for Carrie's next interview and equip the Tempest with Ghost Storm tech so that we can go after Meridian. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to go back to the Tempest and I'm going to see what I can do about this Ghost Storm tech. Holy crap. Okay. So I decided to check the journal again just to be 100% sure, and we actually do have the ability to go back to Sam Node and talk about the last unlocked memory. And we definitely need to do that. So let's go to the Nexus.
Now orbiting Kadara.
I still can't believe that that idiot thought they would sacrifice the Salarian Ark in order to get more information on the Kett. I think that was worth it. You're talking about the entirety of the Salarian population. Well, not the entirety. Or 90% of the Salarians within the Milky Way, within the Andromeda Galaxy, are on board that ship, and you're going to sacrifice... idiots. Okay. Incredibly short-sighted idiots.
Is it ever uncomfortable being shackled to the organism you call Pathfinder?
It isn't imprisonment. Our connection permits me access to places I couldn't otherwise visit.
Maybe next time you can take me with you.
I doubt the Pathfinder would agree to that.
It could be our secret.
What is with these two?
Ryder, one of your father's memories is available.
This is the last one, I think.
Let's see it.
A moment. there is an added layer of security.
What was it GN Garson said? The code word is fulcrum.
That worked. This is the last memory your father encrypted, from the final planning stages of Hyperion's departure.
Castus, thanks for calling. Not a lot of people still admit to knowing me.
I owe you. Those were good days on the Citadel, Alec. I checked with my son Garrus. He works there now, CSEC.
And?
He says the Council thinks Commander Shepard's story is bogus.
Uh-huh. But?
Privately, I've heard they're starting to wonder.
This threat, they're called Reapers?
Shepard's word for them. Something about a cycle, an extinction event that happens every 50,000 years, galaxy-wide. And supposedly the alarm clock's about to go off again.
Unbelievable.
I know. But according to Garrus, Shepard's as level-headed as they come. Takes after you. And it's heaven. So, if the commander says these Reapers are coming, I don't want to be around to see them.
Thanks, Castus.
Take care.
Yes?
I checked around. There might be something to this.
If there is a war, the scramble for resources will be on a scale we've never seen before. The chaos will be monumental.
We should accelerate our timetable.
They will keep the reason quiet. No need to alarm anyone. But the arcs must be underway before any fighting starts. We can't get caught in the crossfire.
Agreed.
Is there something else?
Years ago, you mentioned salvation for a lot of people. You knew this was coming.
I knew something was coming. In theory. Shepard made it real.
And now that you're right,
We'll need a new home. We're going to be all that's left of civilization.
Sam,
Yes, Pathfinder?
track down my kids. Tell them their old man needs to talk. It's urgent. And how is Ellen?
She remains in stasis. As you hoped, it has suspended the progress of her disease.
Make sure her pod is on the Hyperion. Don't use her real name. I'll tell the kids when the time is right.
Oh.
Hey, Sam, transfer Pathfinder access. Encrypt memories. There's still hope for your mother.
Mom is here? Alive?
Alec blocked all knowledge of this memory. I now recall his directive to put Ellen into stasis. He hoped it would halt further progress of her disease until a cure could be found.
Sam, this is the best news I've heard in a long time.
It is indeed cause for optimism, although Alec did not want to raise hopes prematurely. This is the reason you were made Pathfinder, to see the process through.
Where's Mom now?
Here on the Hyperion. Ellen is in a stasis pod under a false name. Elizabeth Riley.
So this was Dad's plan?
Alec could not live with the thought of Ellen recovering, only to discover you had died. He sacrificed himself to ensure you and Sarah could one day be reunited with your mother. He was also concerned that what he knew about the Reapers and the Benefactor remained secret. He entrusted you with this knowledge. Additional logs with pertinent information are now unlocked in Alec's quarters.
Now we know what GN Garson meant, that something big spooked the Benefactor. It was these Reapers. What do you know about them?
A Spectre operative in the Milky Way, Commander Shepard, launched an investigation in 2183 into the existence of an ancient race known as Reapers. According to Shepard's information, the Reapers invade the Milky Way every 50,000 years to destroy any advanced organic life. Allegedly, this cycle has been occurring for millions of years. Shepard claimed the Reapers' return was imminent.
But why was GN Garson murdered?
Recall Garson's words about the Benefactor. Now they're moving 100,000 of us to Andromeda. I hope it's all for good, but I have my doubts.
What does that mean? Who was, or is, the Benefactor?
Unknown.
That was over 600 years ago. Was Shepard right? Did the Reapers come back?
Additional logs in your father's quarters have unlocked. Their implications are troubling. Your father believed it prudent that you have this information should anything happen to him.
Got it. I need to go find Mom.
Alright, before we do that, we're gonna check in with the terminal in here.
Your father's personal logs.
We've just arrived in Andromeda. Before the rest of the Hyperion wakes up, I've checked our comms for any signals from the Milky Way. Looks like sometime in 2186. Everything went to hell. We got out just ahead of it. Commander Shepard was right. So was our mysterious benefactor.
Alec, this is Gian Garson. For the record, year 2185. It's about Fulcrum. I'm on the Nexus and we're going into stasis for the voyage. Looks like you're already asleep. I'm very uncomfortable with our benefactor, and the fact that we still don't know who they are, and all these lives in our hands. I should have done something sooner. This is all very troubling, Alec. Let's talk as soon as you reach Andromeda.
Jen, I got your message about Fulcrum. It's now 2819. We reached Andromeda but have no sign of the Nexus. I have the same concerns as you. In all likelihood, the Milky Way... well, something terrible happened there. At least the benefactor spared us from that. But why keep hiding? Something's off. But we've got bigger problems at the moment. Habitat 7 may be a bust. Finding a home is all that matters now.
So that's the weird thing, is because it's definitely now been stated as canon that the Destroy ending is the canon ending for the Mass Effect trilogy. But in Mass Effect Andromeda, it seems like the alternative happened. That it was the case that the Reapers won. But let's see about these SOSs.
This is Paladin Command to all Turian units within range. Under catastrophic Reaper attack. Primarch Fedorian is dead. Ground units are searching for the next in succession. We'll advise when. Everybody get down!
Alliance personnel, please stand by for an emergency flash traffic message.
This is a galaxy-wide alert for all human territories. Fleet Admiral Stephen Hackett has declared threat condition Saber 1. Enemy presence confirmed in Sol System. Earth under Reaper attack. I say again, Reaper attack is underway. Instructions to follow on coded channel Crimson Tacit. May God save us.
Hello, Alec. This is Liara Tassoni, and the year is 2186. I don't know if you'll even receive this message, but we corresponded years ago. I remember you spoke about a plan to settle Andromeda. I don't know if your arcs made it out of the Milky Way, but the worst has happened here. I'm with Commander Shepard and a brave crew. We're trying to build a weapon to turn the tide, but I fear that the civilization you remember, the people of the Milky Way as you knew them, could be gone forever. You may be all that's left. Please, don't forget us. Keep us alive in your hearts. And tell your children of the wonders that once were. On behalf of the crew of the Normandy SR2, this is Dr. Liara Tassoni, signing off.
I'm securing these Milky Way reports. This is the only copy and I don't want it getting out. Whatever happened was 600 years ago. Someday we might break the news to everyone if the time's right. I guess we always knew there was no going back.
See, now, I don't know. I'd like to think that if there was anything here that... Okay, given that we know the canon ending, I could maybe think that what happened was the Reapers destroyed any sort of communications technology that was left behind by the Andromeda Initiative that would allow them to contact the Milky Way at faster than light speeds, but I don't know. Anyway, we do know the canon ending, and we know that Mass Effect Andromeda doesn't seem to be going anywhere at any time soon, so on to the cryo bay to find our mom. Looks like Sarah's already there.
There you are. Well, here's the pod you told me to find. What's so important about Elizabeth Riley?
If you could have one person back in your life, who would it be?
Mom? No question there. Wait a minute. Elizabeth Riley? The initials. E.R. Are you saying?
I saw Dad's last memory. E.R. is Ellen Ryder. He brought her along. Sarah, it's Mom.
Oh my god. How is this possible?
Apparently, putting her into stasis also put her disease on hold.
Its progress has been halted. Alec put her in stasis after she fell unconscious in the hospital.
This is amazing. Dad's stubborn streak finally paid off. I could hug him. And then scream at him. He should have told us about this.
Dad was being Dad. I'm just glad she's still with us.
We have to wake her up.
That's inadvisable. Although Ellen is alive, reviving her would trigger the disease, which would prove fatal.
Can't we cure her, Sam? It's been 600 years.
That was your father's plan.
What do you mean?
Alec hoped that in Andromeda, we would discover new scientific insights that could provide answers. Our journeys in Helios have indeed provided valuable genetic knowledge, information that could lead to a cure. But patience is required. For the moment, enjoy the fact that she is still alive, and that your accomplishments will one day save her life.
Just make sure she stays safe, Sam.
We lost her once. No way we're losing her again.
My original purpose was to ensure the survival of Ellen Ryder. It is a mission I hope the three of us will one day fulfill, together.
Pretty good news. What is... Oh, okay, we can talk to her, I guess.
Hang in there, Mom. We missed you.
They all have the same number on them. C-157. Seems like an oversight there, but anyway. Alright, back to the Tempest. Okay. Let's see if there's anything we can do about this ghost storm technology. Okay, looks like we're not actually going to that research and development terminal. It's right here. Okay, let's try this out.
The ghost storm technology has been fully researched, Pathfinder.
Excellent. We're ready to make our push on Meridian then. I'll call a meeting immediately.
But we're not actually going to do that just now. That's going to wait for the next video. For now, we're going to be done here. And next time, we're going to go after Meridian and find what it is that the Archon has been searching for. The control room for all of the vaults across the Helios sector. This has been the Irresolute Cartographer. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you again next time.